Apple Coke, Clear Coke, Chinese Peach, Alcoholic, mixed with Sprite, Fanta and Oreo. I used to think Coke was just normal or zero, maybe vanilla Coke or other random flavors popping up in stores. But it turns out Coca-Cola has been dropping weird, limited edition flavors all over the world for decades. For the past 3 years, I've been hunting down every single Coke flavor in existence. Some haven't been sold for 10 years, some became legendary but were only released in one specific country, and some completely flopped. Today we're going to taste all of them, find the absolute best and rank them. Plus, from these same sellers, I've managed to hoard a massive amount of vintage Coca-Cola merch. This whole idea started 3 years ago. So one day I was walking past a candy kiosk in a shopping mall when I saw this German Coca-Cola raspberry flavored. I had never seen anything like it before. Sure, we had Coke with lime, vanilla and few other flavors, but not this. I went to the official Coca-Cola website to find info on every drink, but they only list current flavors and other brands like Schweppes or Fuse Tea. There is absolutely no master list of every flavor ever made. So I dug into 15-year-old forums and started building my own list, using literally any source that mentioned a variation of this drink. There is so little info that even ChatGPT only knows about 27 flavors. I scoured marketplaces in the US, China, Japan and South America. I even found some Danish company that manufactures cans for Coca-Cola and pulled a bunch of flavors from there. I put together a rough list of every single flavor. Then the hunt began and we started ordering them. Sometimes a can cost $3 but shipping was $40, and sometimes we found rare exclusives that forced me to drop $100 each. I received a mountain of tiny packages, and finally I have the complete collection. Let's start with sorting. We need to separate actual new flavors from limited editions where the drink is normal but the packaging is different. Alright, on the left are cans with different flavors. Look how many there are. And on the right is standard Coke, but in the weird bottles or released for special events. Obviously, we're starting with the flavors. But the thing is, for me, Coke tastes way better ice cold. When it's warm, it's honestly pretty disgusting. So, to get the full experience, we threw everything in the fridge beforehand. We counted them all and made a massive tier list, dividing them into logical blocks. This will keep us from getting totally lost. There are weird limited flavors that are super interesting, and there are very specific ones like coconut or chocolate. Let's start with those. Alright, let's set the baseline. A classic Coca-Cola gets a score of 5. It's a legendary flavor that stood the test of time for decades. Every other flavor can make Coca-Cola way better or completely ruin it. And depending on that, the score will go up or down. Starting with... first up is watermelon. Let's pour it. Taste test. Yeah, it's good, but it feels super artificial. It literally tastes like watermelon gum dissolved in Coke. I could have this occasionally, but I wouldn't drink it regularly. Well, 4 out of 10. Next up, chocolate. This one is actually good. It's like someone took a regular Coca-Cola and just added a powdered chocolate, like Nesquik. We decided to try and make this flavor ourselves. Let's see if it tastes similar. So... yeah, almost exactly the same. But maybe I just added a bit too much Nesquik. Cool flavor. Chocolate gets a solid 6. Alright, we decided to make things a little bit more interesting. My friend gonna mix up the remaining flavors and I'll try to guess what's what. Mixing it up, I'm not looking by the way. We're putting the flavor in the box and I'm doing a blind taste test.
I hope it's tasty. Oh, it's bad. Your pea?
Pineapple.
Not even close. No defined flavor, nothing stands out. It's just bad.
1 point. Well, at least not a 0 for effort. It made me wonder if mixing pineapple and Coke works if the juice is actually natural, or if it's just a terrible idea in general. Peeling it, squeezing the juice, and taste test.
That's good. This tastes like a restaurant level lemonade. The flavor combination actually works. They just failed to recreate it with artificial flavors.
You can't always nail a flavor with artificial additives, but you can't use natural juice because it goes bad. Moving right along.
Yeah, I can tell immediately. This one's good. Lemon?
Yes.
Coke already has some citrus notes, and this just enhances them. It makes the whole thing taste deeper and more vibrant.
8 points. I really liked it. You can try adding lemon to your Coke yourself. It's a great combo. Next flavor.
This is actually pretty good, but it's aggressively artificial. Let me guess through what's left. It's bubblegum, right?
Yes.
It tastes like the cheapest gas station bubblegum, like someone chewed it, dissolved it in a cup and mixed it with Coke. But for some reason I kinda like it. Yeah, really good.
In this case, the artificial flavors actually worked well. 7 points. We're almost halfway there. Next bottle.
Hold on, I didn't catch that. One more sip. Oh, that's intense. It's just attacking my taste buds. Feels like some random fruit blend, like that boxed multi-fruit juice. It's fruity for sure, maybe berries? Tropical. That's impossible to guess.
4 points. It's just a mess of flavors. This Coke was incredibly hard to find.
Oh wow, that's insanely good. Like actually amazing. Feels like a direct dopamine injection into your brain. Oh, that's a drink of gods. I think berries, right?
Yes.
A solid 10, so far the most successful flavor with a massive wow effect. If you ever see this somewhere, you have to try it.
Oh my god. Ew! What that, brother? Brother, ew! I already don't want a second sip. It literally tastes like someone mopped a hospital floor, wrung out the rack and bottled it. Oh, that's really bad. Hazelnut. I think no, not even close.
I didn't expect to ever put such a disgusting sludge in my mouth. Next contestant.
Alright. This one's obvious. Coconut.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like tastes married together fully. At first you taste Coke and then you taste coconut separately, but somehow it works. If you're one of those people who orders coconut milk lattes, so this is totally your drink. But I kinda like it too.
A well-deserved 7. Will it taste the same if we mix normal Coke with coconut milk? Let's mix it.
Oh, so that clearly doesn't work. Turns out you can't beat artificial flavors in this case.
Now we have the bottles I've already tried. They literally sell this at my local grocery store, except for orange vanilla, but it should be pretty similar.
Alright, cherry I already know, we have it in our stores. Vanilla too, but orange vanilla is something new for me. vault or something. Why did they seal so hard? Damn. That's good. That combo actually works. Now let's compare it to regular vanilla. Not even close. Way flatter taste. This one is really good. I like it.
Vanilla gets 7 points, but cherry and orange vanilla I'm rating a solid 9.
So, after trying about fifth of these cans, first of all, why are there so many? Honestly, a regular Coke is already perfect drink. Sweetness, acidity, flavors, it's all balanced. You don't really need to add anything into it. Those flavors add variety, but not always improvements. My favorite so far is berries. But the next batch is what I'm really excited for. The weird conceptual flavors. And that's where the things get interesting.
Spoiler alert, it turned out to be the most incredible Coke flavors that could possibly exist. But my package with vintage Coca-Cola merch just arrived, and I couldn't wait to crack it open. Oh wait, there are 3 more similar flavors but in a different design. Lemon, orange cream and holiday creamy vanilla. Trying the lemon. Very similar to its twin. Creamy vanilla. Might actually be tastier. Orange cream is about the same, the aftertaste is just slightly different. Not bad for modern flavors. Lemon gets the same score and we'll give these two a 9. Now onto the merch. I've gathered a massive collection, from magnets and clocks to toy cars, cards, calculators, backpacks and clothing. The company released a crazy amount of toys and themed items, like this restaurant napkin holder, or these salt shakers, or these vintage signs. I'd probably need a whole hour just to go through this. We'll do it at the end of the video. Alright, we've already tested 15 flavors. Let's check them off on the board so we don't get mixed up. Next up is a batch of the 14 most unbelievable and exclusive flavors. Let's dig in and taste them. Coke Ultimate, Coke Movement, Coke K-Wave, Starlight, Dream World, Marshmallow Edition, Coke AI, Coke Oreo, Coke Black, Coke and Fanta, Coke and Sprite, Coke Bite, Coke C2 and Coca-Cola Plus. To reset our palate, we first need to drink a little warm water. Eat an apple to kill the sweetness and chew on some breadcrumbs. Let's taste.
Honestly, I don't even know what to expect from these flavors. Oreo is obvious, it will taste like Oreo, but what is Ultimate? What is Starlight? What is Dream World? I found a post about this Coke on Reddit, and the guy said it's basically the best soda he's ever had. Also, I'm curious what a Coke and Fanta mix would taste like, or Coke and Sprite.
Let's start with Ultimate. This is a collab with League of Legends. They describe it as the taste of experience points and leveling up. Look how tiny this can is. It's only Coke actually release drinks in weird packaging pretty often.
Whoa! If I tried this blind, I wouldn't even think it's Coke. Feels like there is less sugar. I don't even know how to describe it. It tastes like some random soda from a store, but really good. Maybe banana with a slight sour note, or melon. It's good.
8 points. Coke Move. This is a collab with the Spanish singer Rosalía. Coca-Cola officially described it as the flavor of transformation.
It's good, but not wow. Kind of reminds me of coconut from last batch. Maybe coconut with some nose. Vanilla or something. But honestly, nah, not my thing. And it's zero sugar, I don't like it.
2 points. Coke K-Wave. It's a limited edition dedicated to K-pop culture. The company describes its flavor as fruity fantasy.
Why there is so little? It actually arrived like this. Weird taste, like something fruity, like a multi-fruit juice. Or honestly, like someone sprayed fruity perfume into it. Yeah, that's exactly it. Not gross, but not wow. Solid 5.
5 points. Next, Starlight. It's the very first drink released in the Creations lineup. The previous ones were from there too, by the way. The company says they were inspired by how the taste of Coke would change in space. This is the only Coke that's actually red.
I instantly taste cookies. Like actual cookies, 100%. Cookies, maybe cotton candy. This might be the most complex flavor so far. I'm actually getting good at describing flavors now. We already stopped recording, but I just felt a little bit cooling aftertaste, kinda like menthol. This is the most complicated flavor so far.
10 points. Next is Dream World, described by the company as the taste of dreams and imagination.
Alright, it says dream flavored. Funny description, but it actually fits. It really gives that vibe. That guy on Reddit wasn't wrong, really tasty. So far, this is even better than Starlight. Shame they don't make it anymore. We need to start the petition. Trump, bring back Dream World Coke.
An absolute 10. If I could, I'd give it an 11. Next up is a collab with the artist Marshmello.
Oh, yeah, this feels wrong. Just a Coke with a weird add-on flavor. And not good at all.
1 point. Coke Y3000, a flavor that dropped right when AI was blowing up. They claim it was actually created by artificial intelligence.
It's like someone grabbed some flowers, mashed them together in their hands, and mixed that into Coke. Pretty average.
4 points. Oh, I was waiting for this one. The Oreo collab.
At first you just taste a regular Coke, and then light Oreo aftertaste kicks in. Not very surprising though. 7 out of 10.
7 points. But Oreo also released their own Coke flavored cookies, and I bought those too. Wow, cool little designs.
Smells like Coke. That's way better than the original Oreo. That's really good.
Next, Coke Black. It's an absolute dinosaur, produced from 2006 to 2008. The company's first attempt to cross coffee and Coke. It even says fusion beverage on the label. The bottle is almost 20 years old.
First, it's not carbonated, and second, coffee gives its nasty aftertaste. Blech. Not good at all.
Oh, we're not even gonna give this a rating.
What a poison.
And now the Fanta and Sprite mixes. Just so you know, I didn't mix this and slap a label on. The company officially released this.
These were the ones I was most excited to try. But why is it that color? Looks like very unhealthy pea. Very sour. Tastes like regular Coke with orange. And this? Regular Coke with lime.
Both of them get an 8. Solid flavors. This is an even bigger dinosaur from 2004. Released with the slogan half the sugar, half the carbs, all the taste.
Bad. Coke needs sugar. Here there is less. They added some weird flavors, but it's very bad.
0 point. Though I wouldn't be surprised if the flavor just went completely bad over the years. Coke Bite. It was marketed as the flavor of a pixel burn in the metaverse. Damn boy. The launch came with the whole Pixel Point Island in Fortnite.
Yeah, I can see why they call it that. But to me it's more like grape or even grape mash for a wine. And then there is this weird metallic aftertaste.
4 points. And finally, Coca-Cola Plus.
Smells weird, like lemon floor cleaner. Disgusting. Bleh.
Disgusting. We're not rating this either. Boom, we finished this block, but it was getting pretty late and there's enough sugar for one day. We'll pick this back tomorrow. It's morning now. Probably a good idea to start it off with coffee, or more precisely Coke with coffee and Coke Energy.
Alright, new day, fresh taste buds and empty stomach. Honestly, it tastes just like a regular cherry Coke, but with that slight energy drink sourness. Yeah, same thing, just regular cola and sourness.
4 points for both. And this is the second attempt to cross Coke and coffee, and judging by the sales, it was a success.
Alright. Some people might like it, but it's definitely not for me. Awful.
And this is coffee plus caramel.
Awful. First, no sugar. Second, that awful coffee taste and burnt caramel. Even worse.
Honestly, I just wasn't a fan of this whole lineup. Next up, we have specific flavors, but they're gathered from all different series and different years. Melon, raspberry, cinnamon, lime, peach, Chinese strawberry, Quebec maple, British Columbia raspberry and spiced raspberry. Let's pop this open.
These are specific flavors and they are all labeled, so no need to describe them. Let's just taste them right away. So let's start with the melon. Solid 10. One of the best Cokes in this video. Next. Oh, phew, zero sugar. 2. Cinnamon. This is actually good. 6 maybe. Lime. Also 6. So this one, peach. I had high hopes on it, but it's very bad. Chinese peach. Wow, this is actually very good. 9. Chinese strawberry. 10. Quebec maple. Also zero sugar. 0. This one. This is actually good. 6. Spiced. Weird flavor. 7. And this one. Also zero sugar. 2. Coca-Cola has 4 lighter versions of the drink. Diet Coke, mostly in America, Coca-Cola Zero, Coca-Cola Light and Coca-Cola Life.
In Coca-Cola Light they use stevia instead of sugar.
I've never liked the sugar-free ones. They don't taste like the original Coke and honestly taste bad, so there is no point testing them. They'd all get low scores anyway. The only thing I'm curious about is stevia one, because I want to see how it sweetens the drink. This one is a mix of sugar and sweetener stevia. Okay, it's better. Not empty chemical sweetness like zero. Nice taste. There is a bit of grassy note and like a licorice candy in the aftertaste. Almost like grass mashed with sugar and water. And since it only has about 35% fewer calories, honestly, I don't see the point. Just drink the regular one.
We just added this to checkbox to make sure we truly had every single flavor. In the US there are a million variations of Diet Coke, but they just used the same flavors as regular Coke. We're almost at the finish line. Up next are the alcoholic versions: Coke Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, the newer 5% one and the older 6%.
YouTube isn't too friendly about alcohol in videos, so let's just say they exist and move on.
Next is the Coca-Cola signature mixers. This is an official company product with more complex flavor profiles, made specifically for alcohol and cocktails.
Tastes like original Coke, but the aftertaste is very complex, like a piece of wood that sits in a river for a long time. You pick it, smell, and that's the flavor.
And what's with the Coca-Cola Clear? That flavor actually existed in Japan, a totally transparent Coke, but we literally dug through the whole internet and couldn't find it anywhere. We also couldn't get our hands on Cola Frost. It's a frozen Coke, basically a slushie that was sold in freezers. Apple plus Catechin, Sango, Citra and Soul Blast. Like I mentioned before, the company released tons of limited packaging for the regular drink. We have a massive amount of this too, like this little bottle which is almost 100 years old. Coke used to be exclusively in glass. Then there is this one, definitely a bit newer. Here is super weird shape, I don't even know why. A complex metal one, and a couple of cans in different shapes from different years. We got McDonald's edition, a Mickey Mouse edition, Gay Cola, Collector's Club and this tiny mini can, a soccer one, a Chinese one, a bunch of Marvel Coke packaging and some Coke specifically for a sporting event, a Chinese one and Star Wars. Now for the merch. Let's quickly go through what we have here. We found this snow globe, really high quality product that gives Christmas vibes, a Coca-Cola lampshade, a massive pile of different clocks. I have no idea where I'm going to put all of this. A huge variety of containers like these metal tins. Even more random clock parts. A ridiculously huge amount of different fridge magnets. Bigger boxes for cereal, sugar maybe. Glasses cases. This gigantic metal bottle cap. This little jar, mini clocks shaped like caps, and pins. And look, inside this tiny case is a mini deck of playing cards, made by the brand Bicycle. These are super high quality cards. We also found a standard size deck, 2 lighters, this mini ashtray maybe, a cool spinning keychain, and a massive amount of just random themed items, a little rolling toy, a combination lock, and even this little thing. Turns out this is a calculator. The restaurant napkin holder. There are even lip balms in different flavors. And this is a cigarette case, a huge stack of notepads. Some are literally styled like a waiter's order pad. At first I didn't know what this was, but it turns out to be branded Checkers. Some weird cloth with a hole in it, maybe you guys know what it is. A heavy metal toy car with actual working suspension. And 2 trucks, a big one and a smaller one. This is a CD case. Plates, rare vintage signs that used to hang on stores, and old cups. And here is a BBQ apron. It even comes with a full set of tools and they're actually really good quality. A similar backpack for camping, packed with a full picnic set inside. And this set of glasses shaped like cans. I dropped almost $100 on that. a speaker with a radio, and even a toaster. Let's turn it on. It literally burns the Coke logo into the bread. Ours got a little burnt, to be honest. A branded yo-yo, cufflinks for a shirt, a super cool toothpick dispenser. I've literally never seen anything like this before. Salt shakers, probably for restaurants too. These tags on a chain. Christmas tree ornaments like this. A soccer ball. Gigantic piggy banks. This weird bottle that had a t-shirt and a $1 bill compressed inside. And a cloth armband, no idea what that's for. And the coolest thing, a towel checkerboard. You lay it out on the beach and you can actually play checkers on it. There is also a massive amount of clothes, hats and accessories. So that's all. See you guys later and check out my other videos.